All right, so today we're going deep on the Koenig Mech MC9 Prime pistol. This thing's got people talking. We're going to find out why. We've got a Guns America YouTube review to start, some info from Koenig Arms themselves, and then an article from Black Basin Outdoors. So
Yeah.
just give us a good look at this new firearm.
It seems like there's a lot of buzz, especially since this is Koenig's first American-made gun. Black Basin Outdoors actually called it groundbreaking. So, what do you think? Why the move to U.S. manufacturing?
Yeah, it's a big move for them, right? I mean, you know that Guns America video?
Yeah.
They showed just this huge crowd at SHOT Show. Like, people just lined up to get a look at the MC9 Prime. So maybe Koenig saw that, saw the potential, and decided to,
Right.
really tap into the American market.
Yeah, producing it here could build some serious trust with American gun owners, but we've got to remember, Koenig's not new to this game. They're already a global player.
Yeah, they're not just testing the waters here, right? This MC9 Prime,
Hmm.
it's like their big statement. The video reviewer even called the ported barrel a blast chamber, which I gotta say, kind of sums up the whole look of this thing.
Yeah, how so?
It's bold, you've got those lightning cuts on the slide and the stippling.
Oh, yeah.
It almost feels hand-done. Really unique.
I can see that. It's definitely eye-catching. But do you think those design choices are all about looks? Or is there some fungatin behind the flash?
I think it's both. Take that ported barrel and the integrated compensator. Black Basin Outdoors called it innovative, and I'm inclined to agree. They're not just there for show, right?
Right.
Those features are all about managing recoil, helping with accuracy, so they're adding performance, not just aesthetics.
That makes sense. It seems like they're going after shooters who really care about how the gun performs, maybe even folks interested in competition shooting.
Oh yeah, for sure. And speaking of performance, the specs on that thing are pretty impressive for a micro compact. You've got a 3.6-inch barrel, 17 plus 1 round capacity, optic-ready slide, ambidextrous controls, and they even include a G-code holster right in the box. Plus, they've got a version with their Mechanic red dot sight already installed, so you're basically ready to go right out of the box.
Yeah, that's a lot to pack into a micro compact. It makes you wonder, who are they really targeting with this? It's got features for concealed carry, for sure, but then you've got that high capacity and performance focus. Makes me think they might have competition shooters in mind, too.
It's like they're trying to hit all the marks with this one gun. Concealability, capacity, performance, even customization with those different back straps and magazine release buttons they offer. It's like you're getting a custom shop experience straight from the factory.
Right, and then you've got that modularity they talk about on the Canic Arms website. They really emphasize how easy it is to take this gun apart all the way down to the trigger group. But I wonder, do you think all that modularity could compromise reliability?
That's a good question. I guess it comes down to the quality of the design and the manufacturing, right? If they engineered it well, then I don't see why modularity would be a problem.
That's true, and Kinnick does seem to be pushing the quality aspect. You've got that diamond cut aluminum trigger, those enhanced slide serration. It seems like they're paying attention to the little things that serious shooters would appreciate.
Yeah, and not just the little things. Things like the flared magwell, even the placement of the slide stop. They're clearly thinking about ergonomics, how this gun feels in the hand.
Yeah, that's huge for concealed carry and competition.
Absolutely. It's all about finding that sweet spot where form and function come together.
Right, right.
So for you, what's been the most interesting thing about the MC9 Prime so far? Honestly, for me, it's that Made in America thing. It's a pretty bold move for a global company like Koenig, especially now.
Yeah, definitely makes a statement. And it kind of plays into some bigger trends we're seeing in the industry, like the whole rise of micro compact pistols.
Oh, totally. It seems like everybody wants a gun that's easy to conceal, but doesn't, like, skimp on features. And the MC9 Prime seems to check all those boxes.
Yeah, and it's not just about size anymore, right? It's about packing performance and capacity into a smaller package. 17 plus 1 rounds in something this size is pretty impressive.
It's not your average pocket pistol, that's for sure. This thing's built for serious use, whether it's for self-defense or even competition. And speaking of competition, that optic-ready slide is a big deal.
Absolutely. Optics Ready is huge these days, and it's not just for competition shooters anymore. More and more people are seeing the advantages of red dot sights for everyday carry.
Yeah, makes sense. Faster target acquisition, better accuracy, especially in low light. It's like a
Yeah.
cheat code for your aim.
Well, maybe not a cheat code, but it definitely helps even the playing field, and Connect's definitely catering to that demand, offering a version with their Mechanic red dot sight already on there.
Smart move, right? It's like they're saying, hey, we get it. You want optics. Here's the easiest way to get started. But even if you go with the version without the optic, you can always add one later.
Exactly. That flexibility is key. And it speaks to another trend we're seeing, the focus on customization. Shooters want a gun that fits them perfectly, both physically and how it works.
Yeah, and the MC9 Prime definitely delivers on that front. You've got those interchangeable back straps, the magazine release buttons. It's like getting a custom tailored suit for your hand.
And beyond the physical adjustments, you've got the modularity of the whole design. You can swap out components, upgrade as needed. It's a gun that can kind of grow with the shooter.
It's like they took that one-size-fits-all idea and threw it out the window. It's more like build your own execture with this gun.
I like that. It really puts the power in the shooter's hands to create something that's truly theirs.
Totally. But going back to that Made in America thing for a second, do you think it's just marketing, or is there something more to it?
I think it's more than just a marketing ploy. I think Koenig is making a real strategic play for the American market. They're showing that they're here to stay, and they're serious about building relationships with American shooters.
And that could be huge for them, right? American gun owners, they're a loyal bunch. If they see a company investing in American manufacturing, American jobs, they're going to support that.
Absolutely, it's a win-win. Koenig gets access to a massive market, and American workers benefit from the investment.
Plus, it gives Koenig a better understanding of American gun culture, so they can design products that really fit what people here are looking for.
Exactly. It's not just about taking a foreign gun and sticking an American flag on it. They're building it here with American workers. And that matters.
It's a statement, like they're saying, we're not just selling guns in America, we're part of America.
And that message is going to resonate with a lot of people, but at the end of the day, the MC9 Prime has got to live up to the hype, right? All the marketing and strategy in the world won't mean much if the gun itself doesn't perform.
You're absolutely right. So let's talk about performance. We've touched on the ported barrel and compensator for recoil management, but what else makes this gun stand out in terms of how it shoots?
Well, they're really highlighting that trigger. It's a diamond-cut aluminum flat-face design with a crisp 90-degree break.
Oh yeah, they're not messing around.
It seems like they're going for a really consistent, predictable trigger pull, which is, crucial for accuracy.
Especially in a gun this size, you don't always see that kind of attention to detail.
Right. A lot of micro contacts have kind of mushy, inconsistent triggers. So if Koenig managed to engineer a truly great trigger in this category, that could be a game changer.
For sure, and they haven't neglected the ergonomics either. We talked about the stippling, the interchangeable backstraps, but even the placement of the slide stop, the mag release, it's all been thought out.
Yeah.
They want this gun to feel like it's made for your hand.
And that's so important for concealed carry. If a gun isn't comfortable to grip and shoot, you're not going to carry it.
Exactly. It comes down to confidence and control. You need to trust your firearm, feel comfortable handling it in any situation.
And that's where those enhanced slide serrations come in. They give you that extra grip, even if your hands are sweaty.
Yeah, little details can make a big difference when it matters.
Absolutely.
It's like they got together with a bunch of concealed carry instructors, competition shooters, and said, all right, tell us everything you want in a micro compact.
And then they actually went and built it.
Seriously, it's impressive.
It really is.
So we've covered a lot of ground, the design, the features, how it performs, even talked about how this gun might impact the industry as a whole. But before we wrap things up, I want to hear from you, the listener. What stands out to you about the MC9 Prime?
Yeah, what are you drawn to? Is it that made in America thing, the performance, the customization?
Think about how this gun fits into what you're looking for in a firearm. Is this something you'd consider adding to your collection?
And if so, why?
What is it about the MC9 Prime that appeals to you?
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
At the end of the day, it's a personal decision, right?
Yeah, whether or not a gun is right for you.
But hopefully this deep dive has given you the info you need to make an informed decision.
And giving you some things to think about.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of, well, some pretty cool firearms. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive.